Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you my lovies can go ahead and watch me. Cute. I know I've been gone for like what? I think it has been 2 months because the last time I updated a video was like what? September. Cute. So this is actually going to be a semi Q&A and also a part 2 for the video that I would have uploaded before with my experience in bootcamp. If you have not watched it, the link is in my bio just to watch it, just to get followed up and everything. My voice is raspy right now because I do sing cadence here as well. I sing cadence for my class here, so my voice has been going away because the weather changed, so it's kind of cold outside. It's not hot no more. So yeah, my voice is going away. I've been sick. Yeah, so this is gonna be like I said, this is gonna be a part 2 and also a Q&A because you guys did leave a couple comments and stuff asking questions. In the previous video, I would have talked about my experience in bootcamp and certain stuff, like I said, I was not able to share. I'm not allowed to share. So, yeah, I did not share those. But, people asked, I'm just going to go ahead and go through some of the comments. Just going to read through the comments and try to answer as much questions as possible. I don't think this is going to be a long video, only because I don't want it to be a long video. Please excuse me for not coming back like with a part 2 quicker. I am in A school. I am in school. It's school, and it's kicking my ass right now. Like, it takes a lot of time. I don't really have like, even though we're off on Saturdays and Sundays, that is the time that I have to take to do everything else that I have to do. And then not only that, I still have to study for tests and stuff because we have tests, we have labs, stuff like that. Remember, I'm training to be a corpsman, a Navy doctor. It's a lot, so please excuse me. But I'm here now, so cute. Okay, so let me just go through the comments. I'm actually just reading through the comments while I'm doing the video. I was gonna just write some of this stuff down, but ain't nobody got time for that. So let's just go. It's just people, basically in my comments, it's just people sharing like, yeah, they're shipping out and they have people, they have families in bootcamp and stuff like that. So yeah, that's cute. I really hope that everybody that has family members that are in bootcamp or in the military overall, I hope your family member is doing okay. It is mentally draining. It really is. I'm telling you, I'm speaking from experience. It's mentally draining, but I hope that they're okay. I hope they're doing well. Just your family members that are in the military, check on their mental health. Check on their mental health. They had to adjust, so you be supportive as that family member, as that friend, as that spouse. They had to adjust, so just try to understand where they're coming from. They had to adjust, so you just try to adjust for them, you know. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. So somebody said, I shipped December 2nd as an HM. Would love to see a video of information on your A school experience. Okay, so I'm still in A school. A school so far, I wouldn't say it's horrible. It's not horrible. It's what you make it. And that's like very cliche. Everywhere you go, like, it is in fact how you make it. So it is school. It feels like college. You have your room, you have a roommate. You can decorate your room how you want it. It's just that certain stuff you cannot have. So you can't have like a crock pot, stuff like that. You can't cook in your room. That's one of the main things. You can't cook in your room. You can't have like extra extensions to plug stuff in. You can't have anything like that. They do inspections on your room like every week. While you're at school, they do inspections as well, just to make sure you're keeping the room clean. You don't have anything prohibited in your room, stuff like that. For school, it goes fast. Trust me, it goes fast. Boom, 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 boom. Like, if you try not to miss, once you go to A school, I don't know how the rest of A schools are, but I'm sure it's like the same, I guess. Try not to miss anything. Like, try not to miss out on anything. Because once you miss out on something, that's it for you. You get recycled, you have to wait. And the thing is, here is like a lot of people come in to be corpsmen every week. Like, a lot of people come in every week, every other week, and they have to find classes for those people to go in, and sometimes they're on hold to go in a class for like a month or so. So imagine if you're in school and you fail something, you get recycled, which means that you're being held back. You have to wait to be put in a new class, but those people that just came in to be corpsmen, they have to be put in a new class before you. So you have to wait on them to be put in a new class for you to be put in a new class. So try not to miss anything. Make sure you study. You have to study. Study. Practice for your labs. Practice for your labs. Practice for your labs. They do inspections here as well, uniform inspections. So yeah, make sure your uniform is always on point. And I'm speaking for myself because some people here just don't care. They have the dirtiest shoes ever, to be honest, but it's fine. Me, I dress for the job that I want. I want to be ranked up. I want to be like an E5, E6. I want to be up there, So I'm going to dress so everybody around me can see that, yeah, she means something. She means business. She's dressing I dress for the job that I want. So when I'm going to school, I make sure my hair is neatly combed. I even posted a TikTok on that because I can really flex on the fact that my hair is always neatly combed for school. I'm always put together, always squared away. So yeah, just come do your best. And yeah, just show up. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so somebody was asking me if I could do like a tour of the school I'm at. No, I cannot do a tour. So just like boot camp, you're not allowed to like have your phones in the room, in the compartment. Sorry, you can't have your phones. You can't take pictures. I'm on a military base. I'm not allowed to take pictures or do videos of anything in this base. In my room, that's fine, because this is my room. It's my personal space. But outside, I'm not allowed to do anything like that. It's a military base. I can go to jail, and I'm not trying to go to jail. So yeah, I'm not allowed to do that. They also said if I can do about A school. Okay, so I just talked about A school. So yeah, but yeah, I'm not allowed to do that. I'm not allowed to make videos of A schools. Somebody said, I have a question. Can we bring and use our own underwears? So you're talking about underwears, bras, stuff like that. Or will they send them home and make us use the ones they provide? Okay, so when I went to boot camp, my recruiter did tell me they're gonna strip everything that you have civilian, right? So I did bring underwear with me, but I wasn't allowed to keep them. I had to leave them. So I wouldn't advise that you do it. Like later on in boot camp, like down to the end before you graduate, you can have your family members like send stuff for you. But going in, like just going in fresh, they're not gonna let you have anything, nothing civilian, nothing at all. But later on in boot camp, I did see a few people like have their families like send underwears and stuff like that for them. But you just cannot have it anywhere that they will see once you're doing an inspection. So you have like a little drawer where you put all your personal stuff in. It's very small, like it's like yay high, and it's like this big. So yeah, that's a drawer that you put all your personal stuff. You would have to put your underwear there, but like I said, it's not big. So if you can store all your personal stuff and underwears in that drawer, then yeah, you can keep them. But if it is that you're gonna have it where they're gonna see once you have inspections, no go. Don't do that. Okay, so everybody has been asking about the ASVAB. Okay, so the ASVAB, somebody asked, do they make everybody retake the ASVAB again at P days, or can you request and retake it? So they don't have everybody retaking it during P days. It is if you have a low score. So once you do it to enter, right? Because when I was just joining, if you had like a score of like 10 and above, they would still take you, but they don't normally do that. They don't normally take you with a low score, right? So if you have a low score, they would take you, but then they let you go back through the future sailor program where you had to go to classes for like 3 weeks, retake the ASVAB, and then re-rate, right? That's what I did. If it is that you had like a high score and you had already chosen your job, and you just go to boot camp, go through P days, and then you go straight to boot camp. But if it is that you had a low score, then you just have to you automatically had to retake that ASVAB. So it's nothing that you have to request to retake or nothing like that. If you have a good score, you're good to go. You don't have to retake it. So yeah, you don't have to retake it at all. Is it true that you don't have any privacy in the barracks room? Could you make a video on this once you get your bar? Okay, I don't know what that means. So is it true that you don't have any privacy in the barracks room? In the barracks room in A school, you do have privacy. It's just that you have a roommate. That's just it. You have a roommate. But in the room, you have your own closet. This is my closet right here. My roommate has her own closet. You can put your stuff in there. You can, like I said, you have any color sheet you want to have. You can decorate it how you want it. That's it. You do have privacy, because why would your roommate be watching you? You have privacy in your room. Like I said, they do inspections. You're not allowed to have people in your rooms. Don't have nobody in your room. Don't have a guy. Don't have a girl. Don't have nobody in your room. People are crazy here. And not only that, if they catch you with somebody in your room, you're in trouble. Like, you're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna go to DRB. You might go to Captain's Mass. It depends. They'll take your paycheck away, stuff like that. Like, just don't. Like I said in the previous video, don't do stupid stuff. Don't do stupid stuff in boot camp. Don't do stupid stuff in A school. Don't do stupid stuff once you get in the fleet. Like, don't do anything dumb. And if you do plan on doing something dumb, don't get caught. Like, just be smart about it. Don't get caught. Don't do stuff in plain sight. But yeah, you're not allowed to have nobody else in your room but your roommate. And yeah, but yeah, as it relates to privacy, you do have privacy. Okay, so somebody asked, what would your score have to be for you to be a HM? I think it starts from 30 and up. Yeah, I think you have to have like a score, ASVAB score of like a 30, 31 and up. I think that's it. I don't think it's lower than 30. I think it starts at like 30, 31 and up. And then you just, if that's what you want to do, you can just choose it if it's available. Most people just choosing the jobs, it's just unavailability. And yeah, so somebody asked, can you have visitors during A school or live off campus? Okay, so you can have visitors here, but you have to go and make a request for them to come in. So you're just basically asking permission. So you just go to the office, you just sign some papers, and your family can come in once you're on base. Now remember, being on base, you have 4 phases. You have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4. Phase 1, you can't leave base at all. You can still have family members come on base, and then you guys can just like explore base, be around base, eat food, go to the bowling alley, go swimming, stuff like that. But you're not allowed to leave base at all during phase 1. Phase 2, you can leave base, but you have a curfew. You still can have family members come in. Whatever phase you are, you can have family members come in on base and visit you. They just can't go to your room. Like, they're not allowed to be in your room at all. Phase 2, you can go off base. You can be downtown San Antonio, stuff like that. Like, you can go off base. You just have to have like a Liberty Buddy, and you have to make it back before curfew. Phase 3, you can go off base, and you can stay off base. Like, you can have overnight. Once you have like an overnight chit, you can stay overnight during the weekends, but you have to come back in time for school. Like, you have to come back, like, say for instance you leave on Friday and you want to stay off base, you can go off base on a Friday, come back on Saturday, stuff like that. Once you go off base, you have to come back in time for school based on the amount of days that you request to be off base. But you can't go during school, like, you can't go off base and stay off base during school days. Like, that's stupid anyway. Why would you want to miss school? That's the whole point of you being here, to go to school and graduate. So yeah, phase 4, you can go off base. It's the same thing. You can go off base, you can stay off base. You are not allowed to live off base unless you are, I think it's like phase, like if you're in C school. So if you're in C school or stuff like that, then you can live off base. I don't really know how that part works, but if you're in C school and stuff like that, then yeah, you can live off base. But once you're going to school here, you're going to A school, you're waiting to graduate, you cannot live off base at all. Like, you can't live off base. So yeah. How long is the first call to notify your family that you have arrived? And for those who have family in another country, do they allow calls via WhatsApp? Okay, so when you just get to boot camp, I think I spoke on this, I'm not sure, but I'll just repeat it. When you just get to boot camp, they give you like, let's say 5 minutes or less, like 3 to 5 minutes to call your family. You're just letting them know that you're here, and that's it. You have to cut your phone off, that's it. But during boot camp, they do allow you to call via WhatsApp, because that's what I had to do, because my family was in Jamaica and stuff like that. So I had to call via WhatsApp. So you just have to speak to like your RDCs, just let them know that, hey, I can't make a call to my family with phones here and stuff like that. I have to call via WhatsApp. And they were very understanding. During boot camp, once I had finished the Future Sailor program, they do give you a phone call to let your family know that you are finished with Future Sailors, you're about to start boot camp and stuff like that. They did give us a phone call to do that, but you had to make the call like in their office with their phones. But I had to talk to my chief, and I had to tell him like, hey, I can't make a call from my phone here. I have to call via WhatsApp just to let my family know because they're in Jamaica, da 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 da. And he was very understanding. He had me like use my phone and call my family on WhatsApp. He gave me a time limit, and yeah, that was how I communicated with my family during boot camp. I spoke to them via WhatsApp once we had opportunities to use our phone. So you just have to speak to your RDC. They'll understand. They'll let you do that. It happens. How much time do they give you your phone for? I did speak on that one. It depends on you. Depends on your division. If you are messing up, they'll cut your time in half, or maybe you don't get your phone at all. So, like I said, just don't do dumb stuff. Yeah, it all depends on your division and your RDCs. How deep is the pool? Okay, so I do get a lot of questions. People are scared of swimming and stuff like that. Just go, just jump. You can't drown. You can't drown. Just jump. Swim like your life depends on it. If you do not know how to swim, start practicing before you actually go to boot camp. Start practicing. That's it. Just start practicing. You cannot go to boot camp with the mindset of I've never worked out, I've never swam a day in my life. Like, no. If you know you're gonna join, just start practicing. Start practicing your run, your planks, your push-ups. I spoke on this in the last video. Just start practicing. So once you get there, you're comfortable enough to continue. And if you don't know how to swim, they will teach you. Just make sure you pass your swim before it's time for graduation, or you're not gonna graduate. That's it. People were asking about the letters and stuff. So during boot camp, you are allowed to write your family letters. They are allowed to write you back and stuff like that. There is no limit on the amount of letters. There's no limit at all. They can write you as much letters as they want. Like, it does not matter. You can write any amount of letters you want. They can write any amount of letters. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter at all. You can write regular letters. You can use sandbox. My family mostly use sandbox because it's quicker. Regular letters do take some time to get there, but sandbox, once you send a letter like in the next 2 days, they receive the letter. But there's no limit. You can write anything. You can write any amount of letters to your family members, your friends. There's no limit at all. Okay, so now that I've answered most of those questions, I am gonna speak on how it is in A school for me. So like I said, it's a mental thing. Yeah, in A school it's a mental thing. You still have to work out. I still work out. We PT twice a week, but then the rest is up to you if you wanna continue working out. That's my ear freshener. Excuse me. So yeah. It's all up to you. There's a gym, there's a pool. Just go practice and stuff like that. I still go for my runs. When I got here, I still had to redo the PRT. I had to do the PRT twice here. When I got here, I did it, I passed it, but then I still had to retake it. I still had to do it again. So it's not even up to you. Like, they don't care if you've done it before. If they say you have to redo it, just don't argue. Just go redo it. It's still the same plank, push-ups, and the run according to your age group. So yeah, I still had to retake it. I still passed it. Maybe they'll have me retake it again. In the fleet, you still have to do physical tests every year, every other year, stuff like that. You still have to. The whole point of being in the military is to be physically fit, just in case there's a war. Like, that's the whole point. Like, that's really the whole point of why you're here. You can't be in the military and not be physically fit. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So if you don't have that mindset, it doesn't make any sense. Just make sure you're physically fit. Make sure you're working on yourself. Make sure you're eating healthy. Even if you eat poorly like once in a blue moon, that's fine, but make sure you keep active. Make sure you're keeping yourself active, and you'll be okay. But yeah, you still have to redo the PRT. If you failed in boot camp and you did like the alternate, so if you fail like the OPFA in boot camp and you had to do the alternate OPFA, like you did the bike or stuff like that, when you get to A school, you're gonna have to retake it. Like, you're gonna have to retake. They don't call it OPFA here, they call it PRT. So you're gonna have to retake it here, and you have to pass it. Like, if you don't pass the PRT here, you cannot graduate. So you have to retake it. You have to pass it. You have to work out. You have to work PT like twice a week. They still beat us. Like, they call it PT, stuff like that. No. Oh yeah, they beat us. They beat us. We still march to school. We still sing cadence. That's why my voice is gone. So yeah, if you are messing up at a class, they will drop you. Like, you will. They call it, like I said, they call it PT. They still beat you. They beat you. So you be outside in your uniform on the floor doing push-ups and Russian twists and stuff like that. Like, they still do that. They still do that here. They still do it. I don't know about any other A school, but here, yep, they still do that to you. They still do that to you, and they don't care. They still do it. I remember our class was messing up. They got us outside doing PT. Like, yeah, they still do it to you. They still do it. They don't care. They don't care. So yeah, that's actually what's going on in A school right now. I'm just in the books. Like, you have to be in the books in A school. Like, you have your time to have fun. Just don't have too much fun. Like, don't have too much fun to the point where you forget why you're here. You forget why you're in A school. The whole point of you going through boot camp and wanting to go to the fleet. Like, you just have to remember why you're here. Have your fun, but know when to turn the fun off and lock in and be in the books. Like, that's basically it. That's really the cheat code. That's all I have. That's really the cheat code for A school. Like, have your fun, but know when to turn that off and get in the books. Like, that's it. Once you know that, you be fine. Like, you really be fine. But yeah, I still go out. I still take pictures. And yeah, if you don't know, go follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is right here. Go follow me on Instagram so you can see everything that goes on in my life. Like, I really post. I don't really post a lot, especially during the week. Like, during the week, I don't post stories and stuff like that on Instagram. On the weekends, that's where you find me posting and stuff like that. I'll go out from time to time. But yeah, just follow me on Instagram so you can keep up with my life. And I will try to upload videos as often as possible, but go ahead and just get your girl to 1K. Like, I'm almost at 1K subscribers, so just get me to 1K, and that's where it is. Once I get to 1K, I will be uploading as often as possible. As often as you guys would love me to update, I will upload vlogs. And yeah, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do have any additional questions, because people still are reaching out to me, I still answer questions on TikTok and on Instagram. If you do have more questions that you want to ask, feel free to ask me. And if I'm able to answer, I will answer, or I'll get information for you guys. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.